good sign. I just wish we wouldn't have spoke to them.
Yeah.
I think we just gotta work up that same way they just went. Once we get back into that cove, we're gonna be in business. That isn't always the ideal situation when you get out here on public lands. Having a conversation with a flock of turkeys over here, and I don't think that we're doing a real good job of being quiet, but we're just taking our time, going as slow as possible, trying to sound like turkeys. And my hope is since we can't see any deer, that we're not spooking any deer. I think as long as they don't see us, we should be able to cover ourselves pretty good. As long as we're far enough away from them, but just trying to be quiet and sneak in. It's hard when it's 9 degrees.
Maybe 11 now.
So we've been working up this edge, and I didn't think we were spooking anything. We got around the corner here and looked down in here, and there was a doe just by herself, and we kept turkey calling. She eventually worked off, and then we made it about another 20 yards and bumped deer from quite a ways away. So I just hope we didn't spook a buck off that point. It wouldn't surprise me at all. We gotta just try to cover as much ground as we can today, and then we're going to try to loop back to a spot where we saw some deer going to a standing bean field. Hunt the rest of the day here until about 3 o'clock, then we'll go up that way. Jake's on his way. We got a wind blowing this way. Jake's going to go up to the top on the fence line. A lot of times these deer are bedded on these points that fall down into this creek bottom. If he's above them and upwind, we're hoping they just run down and cut back deeper into this creek bottom. We're going to try to stay just ahead of Jake a little bit, and hopefully that allows those deer to run right down in front of us and give us a pretty good shot. It's typically what they do in this area. It's just a matter of being in the right position or not. We're tucked down in here, and right now we're in a spot where last year when we did one of these bumps, Jake did the same route. And though I saw all the deer, what looked to be the bucks go up through here, stand in the cover. So we're just tucked up a little bit closer to the cover, standing in the shadows and freezing. So hopefully there's action so we can warm it up. Yep.
Right here.
More. Well, we did that, and a bunch of does came out, but no bucks.
Yeah, it's cool. Hey, wait, how do you want to get up there? Do you just want to drive down that road we were going to go in on? Alright. See ya. Jake just got a shooter on a cell cam. That's right where we're going. So that's going to change the game up a little bit. So that buck just went on the cell cam going back into that peninsula to bed. It's perfect. Yeah, Jake can just loop down and around. I guess it's time to rock and roll.
I guess it's time to actually do it for once.
Alright, we're going in. Jake is going to circle down around this peninsula. We're going to stay up on the downwind side of it where we think this deer's bedded. Probably more than one buck in here. There's a ton of tracks so far. Boot tracks too, but way more deer tracks than most places we've been the last few days. So
You guys hunted this area a lot during bow season, so you got a pretty good idea on where they might cruise or escape.
yeah, basically he's got 2 ways out of here, and I think we can cut him off. The only thing that could go wrong is we spook him before Jake spooks him. But hey, it's part of the game. Let's go play it. There goes one, there goes one, there goes one. A couple of them. Good does. Keep an eye on them. There's a lot more.
Same spot.
Yep, buck. Big buck. Big buck. Here, come on.
That them right there.
Yeah, get on here. Get on him right here. Get on.
On him.
I can't shoot him that far. He's too far. What do you do?
In the back.
He's in the front. There's a couple big bucks over there. It's like 3 big bucks. Oh man, there's a shit ton of deer. Big buck in the group.
Come on. God,
Didn't work at all. Shit. Hey, we're stacking up over there where we're hunting tonight though, son. Good night. Good night. Big buck in that group, dude. Big, yeah. There was two other good bucks in there.
dude, right there.
Yeah, that's all the
Get
group.
closer.
Yeah, they're just scared. Yeah, man, there was a part of me too that was just like,
The footage would have been so bad. It just running deer.
oh no, shooting him?
Yeah.
No, hell no, that deer's
I thought you
400
meant
yards.
I thought you meant you were close at some point.
No, I'm as close to saying maybe we should go down there. It was way too far.
Jeez, dude.
Got my heart up. For a second I was like, well, maybe if he starts cutting this way, we can run down into here.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah, they just go straight across that stuff, dude.
Dang it, dude. Should have went down there, man. I mean, whatever. Hindsight's clearly 20/20. I thought they would come back this way, which is kind of silly considering the next best cover probably is over there. It definitely is. Should have known that. Thing is, too, is I've bumped a lot of deer in this spot, and now I think about it, they all parallel that river. Just silly. Well, that was fun. We got deer moving. We were planning on setting up over there tonight anyway, so we just stacked that bedding area for sure with 3 more shooters close to that bean field over there. So I think we can definitely do a little bit of stalking around in there tonight. Have good conditions for it. Probably bump some more stuff this way. Try to just keep stacking them up back in there, because yeah, it's a pretty good spot to be right now. Because there's 3 bucks I think I would shoot that ran out of that thing.
They go around the other side.
Every 25 deer went right down that river. It's crazy. They came right out of that last tree. I mean, right where you'd expect them to be.
There wasn't a lot of deer sign in there. It didn't seem like.
Really? 3, like, as soon as we bumped that deer, I was like, we're gonna see more. We're gonna see a lot more bucks out there, because that's to me always been the best place on like
I was
all the public
thinking,
land.
should we just not even walk it too?
Yeah,
I was gonna call you, but like, whatever, you know.
I don't really care.
No.
Well, I guess do we go do our other stuff that we were gonna do and just keep shoving them westbound? Tell them that there's a big buck in that group. Big frickin' buck, dude.
Whereabouts is
Right
he?
in the middle.
Okay.
Big buck. My goodness, dude. He's huge.
Oh yeah, I see him now.
There's another big buck running out. Oh my god. Stay to the middle.
I see him.
2 big bucks.
I got trees now. Those ones,
Big bucks.
those ones I could see.
Those were big
Through
bucks.
the viewfinder.
Starting to get bummed out a little bit. That was freaky. There was 3 huge bucks in there. Hey, we just jumped a ton of deer and like huge bucks. They were like in the middle of the group. I don't think they know what's going on. Alright, so we just bumped a ton of deer. 1 big buck went that way. We think we know where he is. We think we got a pretty good idea how we're gonna get to him. Let's run back to the car and meet up with Jake.
They were slowing down once they hit that.
Oh, they
CRP
pretty much
though, yeah.
stopped, yeah.
They
I
just winded us, didn't they? We were way downwind of them.
I don't think they winded us. I'm sure they just heard us walking down that path and then saw those other deer.
So you think they were closer than? I guess I didn't see them until they were pretty far, so like I didn't really know.
Well, I just was running down to that edge to see those does that we bumped originally, and then I started seeing those, and then I was like, wait, there's more bucks, and there was just a ton of bucks. I'm worked up over this. This is our chance, dude.
You got a spoon with that, Peeb? Can I get my fingers in there?
Deer jump out of there, so we've moved down to here, and then all of a sudden, like, so many. Just running right through there, and then they got to here and they all started slowing down. I think we got 1 probably really good chance. Just moved over here, obviously bumped a bunch of deer, and luckily we've done this bump in the past. And one of the things that we've noticed a couple times now, like pretty significant deer movement through this little patch of timber
This is
coming
one of the
across
bumps
the
that
road.
we somewhat have figured out. It's one of the only ones we've killed deer on.
Yeah.
And you missed that one, Eric shot that one.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of other chances where if you
Gotten really
weren't
close.
probably filming, you'd have shots. Like I could have probably shot one right up the road up here last year. I didn't have a tag at the time, but basically a couple people bumped deer towards me when I was trying to push it to Greg, and they basically walked right down this edge to 30 yards from me. So hopefully that's what they do to you guys.
Yeah. We're gonna slip in here. Keith and I are gonna ease up. Just get into a position where we can see a lot, and I'm pretty worked up about it. I think this might be our chance, because we do have confidence in this bump.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hunt him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Okay, we're aiming here.
Yeah.
That's where we're set up for now. One starts coming low, you're gonna step there, so step there. I'm gonna come here. Okay, now, let's say we're in this position, and we get one coming again. Now, can you step back? Okay. Probably ought to start pretty quick, huh? Yeah. Hey, buck, Keith. Tell me when. Tell me when. I'm on him. Good. Yeah.
We got him, Keith. We just shot a huge buck. I'm gonna go make sure I got him. Hey, that's what we did it for. 3 years. That's 3 years of hunting this season, dude. And we finally got it on a good bump. And that's exactly what we just said. I couldn't kid you not. Shot him at like 40 yards. Just a tank. Jacob, buddy, we got him! Woo! Woohoo! Yes! Dude, now I'm starting to shake bad.
Oh my God, dude, that was insane.
Hey, we just said, I bet he slips out the back by himself. I would love to see the biggest one slip out the back, and he just did, Keith. We got the big one, buddy!
Dude. Hey.
It's a long time coming, buddy.
Right off the road, dude.
Was he close, I'm assuming?
Oh, 40 yards.
Yes.
The orange hat's where we were at.
Yeah, see the
Any
orange
other
hat?
deer?
No,
Just
he's the
him.
only one.
That's crazy.
Only one.
Put it right on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh, it was an easy shot. I can't even believe
If you
it.
do this right, they are easy shots, cause you don't bump them real hard. What I was doing, I would just pump my shotgun to make noise to try to get him up way in front of me. And I don't know if that's what he did, but I never saw a sign of him or heard him get
I
up.
can't even believe it, dude. And I'm glad you were here to do that, dude. That's sweet. Because we've been trying these bumps like this for
3 years.
3 years. And we've done it at this spot, and I've missed here. Barbara shot one, and then we just shot one literally inside of the car. If we go back, we can see our car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah! Dude, that's so
As soon as
fun.
I heard one shot go off,
And
I
you
was
were
just like,
got it.
hopefully that means good things.
What did you hear when we just screamed like that?
I was running, so I stopped. I was like, oh, they got it.
Should we take a gander at this thing? Holy cow, dude. Oh my. We've been joking for so long about over the shoulder footage too. Like Keith drives out here however many, 9 hours, 10 hours to get here and do
Is this
this.
the second or third year you've done it? Third, 3 years in a row.
Yeah, and like
All three of us.
we've been really close a lot, but it all paid off today.
It's
Like
this thing right here that makes it tough.
yeah,
The camera.
it does.
Trying to film a gun hunt where you're moving
Yeah.
deer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just one of those things when you've hunted enough in these situations, you've seen those bucks do that stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, 2 years ago, we were right down there hunting the back door.
Mhm.
You know, we got lucky and some guys came in and drove. We almost got a shot at a really nice buck.
When
Or
you see deer like that, a lot of times they're by themselves. Just like when that one ran by us, he was the only deer that did that pretty much. But they're just like it gets to a certain point. Maybe they move with the big group for a while, but then they cut
they
off.
start
and do their own
learning
thing.
what's going on. I think when we filmed these bucks out here, they were all wadded up.
Mhm.
And I think the buck gets into that big group and he gets confused. And he's like jammed up with deer. And that's why I missed that one last year, is he was still jammed up in that group. And that's when we're doing that wind bump, pretty much our only chance, because we're not on that back door. But as soon as they know what's going on, he's doing something different.
The magic number for us would be 3 at least posters.
3 shooters.
You can have one on the back door, one kind of paralleling, and one in the direction that you're pushing. And like,
You got to pick one of the 5 spots that we know are the funnels here, and we just picked the right one today. It took 3 years to pick the right one, but it worked out, man. That's sweet. 46.
there's that orange hat you say.
See the tree that's got
Yeah, I
the...
see the tag.
Actually, I'll go stand up there.
Yes! A mature buck will fit in the trunk of a Chevy Impala.
Done deal. Couldn't be more pleased. Obviously, we've been pretty excited about this hunt. We finally succeeded in the second gun season here in Iowa.
I hear a lot of people say like gun hunting's easy, but if you're hunting public land, it makes it a lot harder this time of year, just because you've seen the groups come in, everybody's pushing stuff out. We have way higher percentage odds filling the bow tags. Like we fill way more bow tags than we do these gun tags.
Yeah, like the first gun season, you're taking advantage of an opportunity where no deer have been pressured. You jump right in there, a lot of deer are getting bumped around. You know, you can get in escape routes and stuff. And then it just gets hard to find the right spot where deer haven't been pressured. But we could go on and on about that. We decided we're just gonna do a podcast probably tomorrow morning, just kind of talking all things gun hunting. So if you guys haven't checked out our podcast, go to any podcast platform.
And we'll have the link for the podcast that we're talking about down below, because that'll be done before the video's done.
Yeah.
So like just click down below if you want to listen to the podcast.
At the end of the day, gun hunting to me is fun because you got buddies around. You can do different forms of hunting, you know. And it's super active. You're with your buddies, you're goofing off, you're joking around, you're jumping from one spot to the next. It's
Learning
like
a lot.
yeah, we just get to learn so much during the season. So thanks to these guys. I couldn't have done it without them. It just was everything that we could ask for. So catch you on the next one. We're gonna go get a Bloody Mary.